Dear students, now I am going to tell you about the protozoan poultry diseases, helminthus diseases, and ectoparasitic infestation in poultry. So, we have studied already the nutritional deficiency diseases, bacterial diseases, and viral diseases in poultry. So, now in this, we are going to study some important protozoan diseases, then helminthus or the worms. The flatworms and roundworms, those are causing problems in the poultry birds. Then ectoparasites, ticks, mites, and lice, they are causing problems in the poultry house. So this is, you know, already the poultry diseases, the birds, they have a common disease symptoms. They stop eating, then poor appetite, huddling, runting, then the uniformity, flock uniformity. You can see the poor flock uniformity means, even though they are of same age, they are not showing the same, the growth rate or else the weight. So that is, the poor uniformity, flock uniformity, coughing, sneezing, oculonasal discharge, difficulty in breathing, then bloody diarrhea. So all these are the general symptoms of poultry diseases. So the important protozoan disease, it is always very important. The one the birds are suffering is the one fowl coccidiosis. Fowl coccidiosis or eimeriasis, the most common disease in the poultry, similar to ranicate disease. So even the poultry owners, they have to careful about this disease also. It is causing heavy damages to the poultry birds. So here the causative agent is the Eimeria. It is similar to what you have studied, Plasmodium, the causing malaria. Similar, same, the class Sporozoa of phylum Protozoa. You will see the Eimeria. There are 9 species of Eimeria affecting the intestine of chickens. So they are infecting the chickens intestine. Then you can see there is a so the how it is the contaminated, how the contamination or the mode of infection of this Eimeria, it is contaminated feed, because the source of feed is the common, that's why, and the drinking water. So these or else the droppings may contaminate this feed and the drinking water. Droppings contains the oocysts of this Eimeria. So that is the that's why. So this is the one how it spreads from one bird to the another bird. What are the symptoms of this eimeriasis or coccidiasis? So the loss of weight and appetite, bloody diarrhea, greenish watery droppings, then soiled ruffled feathers. You will find bloody diarrhea in this picture. Then you can see the birds are so tired, they don't prune their feathers. So that's why ruffled feathers, you will find soiled feathers, paralysis of the wings, combs, wattles, and the wattles become pale. Usually combs and the wattles, they are very bright colored, they will become pale now. And then they cannot able to walk. Then stunted growth. Then you can see the chocolate colored blood stained droppings, because there is the blood clottings change the color of the blood dropping, the birds droppings, you can see. So this is what, the how exactly it's a protozoa is, the Eimeria. It is similar to Plasmodium. This is the microscopic picture of this Eimeria. So how it can be controlled? Disease can be treated with sulfonamide or sulfa drugs. Sulfa drugs can control the Eimeria infection. The maintenance of the cleanliness in the poultry house, it is very important. Good hygiene and sanitation can control coccidiosis. Overcrowding should be avoided, so that you can see one can control this coccidiosis in the poultry house. Then another protozoan disease, fowl malaria. Similar to how we get malaria, here the causative agent is Plasmodium gallinaceum. It is not Plasmodium vivax, or that is which is causing malaria to human. Here Plasmodium gallinaceum, it is causing fowl malaria. Here the mosquito is not Anopheles, it is the Aedes mosquito. So Aedes mosquito in human, it is causing the chikungunya or else dengue fever. So here it is this same mosquito, it is causing fowl malaria. So the symptoms are similar to the human malaria. It is high fever, and you can see the anemia, greenish diarrhea. You can make out the droppings. It is a greenish diarrhea. Then there is the paralysis of wings and the legs, and leading to the death of the bird. So it can be treated with similar, that is the chloroquine drugs. That is the drug compound extracted from the cinchona bark, that is the chloroquine drugs, can helpful in treating this the fowl malaria. Next is the one trichomonasis. This is the one. It is also a protozoan disease, trichomonas. It is the flagellate. It has got 4 flagella, you will find. Similar, what you have studied, Euglena, it has got single flagella. This is trichomonas. It is called gallinarium, or it is avian trichomonas. Even the trichomonas in human, it is causing trichomonas vaginalis, causing vaginal infection in woman. The similar the trichomonas, but this is trichomonas gallinarium. It is causing infections in the poultry birds. So it is through the contamination, contaminated feed and the water can spread the disease from one bird to the another. So what are the symptoms here? So the foul odor in mouth, so it is infecting the mouth. So the ruffled feather, loss of weight, appetite, drooling of saliva, you will able to see here. Chessy mass in the beak, you will find the chessy mass in the beak, dark comb. So all these the wattles, all these are the symptoms. So how to control this disease is by that is the copper sulfate. It has to be added 1:2000 in the feed, can control this. Or else the drug compound metronidazole, it is the drug 6 mg per body weight, can control the infection of this trichomonas gallinacum, or the disease trichomonasis. So the another protozoan disease, trypanosomiasis. Trypanosoma is infection is not present in India. It is in Africa, African sleeping sickness. But this trypanosoma infection in poultry birds, it is caused by Trypanosoma avium. So it is there in poultry house. In many poultry farms, they have to be take care of this disease, spreading of this disease. So the symptoms, emaciation means extreme loss of weight and retarded growth. You will able to see in the blood smear the presence of trypanosoma. This also a flagellate one. So it can be controlled by the anti-trypanosoma drug. It is called the compound berenil. It is useful in treatment of this trypanosomiasis. So these are the common protozoa infections. That is those are the common in Indian poultry farms. Coccidiosis, then fowl malaria, then eimeriasis, or else trypanosomiasis. So all these diseases. So next, helminthus. So how exactly we are getting the infections of roundworms, flatworms. So similar you will find even in the birds also. So here the one you can see the roundworm. So the roundworm. So the roundworm, that is Ascaris gallinarium. So this is the roundworm that is infecting the poultry birds. So here in the infection leading to, you will see the roundworm in the intestine of the bird. So they are showing retarded growth, loss of appetite, bloody diarrhea, weakness. So they can't stand properly. So it is how to control this, treating with vermicide compounds. Similarly, Taenia, you know the tapeworm, Taenia solium. Here also you can see the tapeworm can infect this poultry birds. So it is causing anemia, lameness, weakness of the legs, diarrhea. So this also controlled by the vermicide, tablets or else compounds. Then Syngamiasis, Syngamus trachea. Syngamus trachea, this is the one, it is called gape worm. It is a type of roundworm you will find in the chicken and in the poultry birds. That is, it's a parasitic lungworm. It bloody droppings, then respiratory problems, then loss of appetite, retarded growth. This can be controlled by feeding thiabenazole compound, that is the drug compound. Then flatworm infection, it is called trematodiasis. You know the trematodiasis are similar to liver fluke. So that type of infections you can see, it is causing emaciation, extreme loss of weight. You will find in the poultry birds. There is no treatment for trematodiasis. So these are the common helminths infecting the poultry birds, and that can be treated, many of them can be treated with vermicides. Then the ectoparasitic infestations, you know the how exactly they are these birds, they have to be taken care of these ectoparasitic infestations, similar how we take care our dogs, cats, and the cattles. So the common one is the head louse, wing louse, or shaft lice. So these are the one it is common in poultry house. So it is the this the this one you will find these are the feather lice or the shaft lice that you will find in this, similar to our head louse. It is causing intense itch, restlessness, intense irritation, mechanical injury. So they peck their feathers, and it causes the mechanical injury to the skin, damage to the feathers, reduction in the, so that's keep on scratching with the help of the beak. It is you can see the loss of body weight, and the loss in the egg yield. So because of the lice infestation in the feathers. So it can be controlled by application of mild pesticides, 2% of malathion, or crowding should be avoided. Then you can see dust bath. They have to be the dust bath is in a there will be in a earthen pot or else in a box. There is the ash, that is sulfur ash, or else ash of nicotine burnt. So that can be kept, and it is circulating. This ash will be circulating in the poultry also. It can also control the infestation of many of these lice or mites or ticks. So then the flea, the rat flea you have studied, similar type of flea, it is infecting, it is damages the feathers and the wattles. Then the red mite, this is the one, the common, it's also called poultry mite. It is red in color. That's why it is, because it is a blood sucking one. It is a scaly leg mite. It sucks the blood and causes irritation, restlessness, itching, then falling of feathers, loss of appetite, anemia, wrinkles on the leg skin. So all these is the infestation of the red mite. Then the poultry tick. So this is similar to how exactly the ticks in the dogs and the cats. Severe itching, restlessness, ruffled feathers, weakness, anemia, loss of weight, loss of egg production. So all these are the ectoparasites which is bothering in the poultry house, because the birds are not taking bath like us. So that's why, and also they are feathered one, so the feather is the room for, so all these the ectoparasites. So these can be controlled by applying mild pesticides regularly, or else keeping a dust bath. So it is a eco-friendly method of keeping out all these ectoparasites in the poultry house. So that is the poultry owners, they have to take care of all these poultry diseases what we have discussed, that is the nutritional deficiency diseases, bacterial disease, viral disease, then the protozoan disease, then helminthus problem, ectoparasitic problem. So the proper care should be taken to control all these disease, otherwise the poultry owners will come across a heavy loss due to these diseases. So the very important thing to be noted is they have to provide nutritious feed, then access for fresh clean water, adequate housing, and these are very important to the keeping the poultry birds health. Then good management and sanitation practices are very essential. Proper ventilation in the brooder will reduce the moisture and disease organisms. Keep the poultry house clean and dry. So then a medicated chick feed can help prevent the coccidiosis. Timely vaccination will prevent viral diseases. Then a rigid sanitation program can help to prevent parasites. Then internal parasites become a problem. So that is how they have to be supply the proper feed, checking the flock daily to spot the diseases or parasites or signs of drowsiness in the bird, any other disease symptoms. It is immediately they have to be separated from the flock, or the culling should be done. So this is how one can prevent poultry diseases that is causing heavy loss to the poultry owners. Thank you.